Good evening.
Evening.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Do you want us to say grace first, or you want to just start?
I would like you to sing the Battle Hymn of the Republic, please.
No.
No.
You do want to talk history with him, so.
I do.
Oh, yeah.
Third period obviously was maybe your best of the year.
Well, we played better as the game went on.
Yeah.
I think we were very good in the first. And, I mean, not brutal, but we weren't executing all the things that, you know, we identified we needed to execute. And second period was better, and the third period was very good. So we got stronger as the game went on, and that's a positive.
Thank you.
What do you attribute that to? Is it something you said, or?
Listen, the guys play, okay? I haven't scored a meaningful goal since 1979, long before either of you two clowns were born, okay? And so, and they know that it's their job to get themselves prepared to play and win. The coaches do their part, and then at the end of the day, the responsibility falls on the players, and they know it, okay? And the bottom line is, they played so-so in the first, played very good in the second, and the team played very, very well in the third. And it's all attributable to them.
I think Sean Romeo gave you saves when you had to, not an easy. You took the game over about halfway through the second period. It's tough for a goalie when he doesn't see many shots, but in the third period you had a couple, as you would call them, $10.
I don't know. I've never been a goalie, Larry, so I don't know if it's tough or not.
It is.
Have you been a goalie?
No, but many goalies will tell you that it's more difficult to play when you're not seeing many shots.
So we're making assumptions again.
No, it's based on fact. Check NHL guidebook.
NHL guidebook.
Page 127.
You know I
Section B4.
Will is Googling it right now.
Any questions from the players?
Connor, I know you were injured before. I mean, did you know all week you were going to play, or when did you know you were going to be ready to go?
Beginning of the week, I wasn't sure. It's obviously always up to Paul Queen and the staff, but I practiced all week and felt good, and shoulder felt good, so here we go.
Obviously, you look like a lot of pucks on that thing. You know, 4 shots on goal.
Yeah, I think Canisius sits back a little bit, so the forwards did a good job going low and throwing it up top quick, so we had a lot of time to get shots through, and we've been working on that in practice, so it's good to finally get shots through in the game.
87 games it took you to get that first goal. It's got to be kind of nice, though, huh?
Yeah, it took a little longer than I'd like, but it felt good to get the first one, but it felt better to get the win for sure.
Were you thinking about it, not having that goal?
To be honest, yeah, for a while, but then I think I just put it in the back of my mind after, it took a few years, so not really my role, but kind of put it in the back of my mind and said, hopefully one of them will go in.
Was it open? Was the blocker side open because you had people set up in front?
Yeah, there was. I think Morgan was in front.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And he had a good screen. And to be honest with you, I just threw it on net. Wasn't really picking any shot there.
Nolan, your goal looked like it was you were going to have a breakaway, and the defenseman got a piece of it and bumped you a little bit, but you're able to stick with it. What happened on that? The puck just turned over in the neutral zone.
Yeah. So the defenseman had kind of bobbled it at the blue line. And I beat into the puck, and I chipped it forward. You got a stick on it, pushing it wide, and I was going to cut it, either pass to Pecoraro or bring it all the way over to my backhand, and I ended up like falling and just throwing it on net and just went in.
Was it your first shot that went in, or did you take a second shot?
I think it was the first one.
Okay.
Just went 5-hole.
Yeah.
Kind of surprised a little bit.
Obviously, that's a big momentum play for your team. When you get a turnover and get a breakaway, can you go out there? It's not going to for your team.
Yeah, no, like whenever you can go up in a period like that, 2-1, it definitely was a big momentum swing for us. I mean, we were all playing them to get that goal. Just, it was good for us, definitely.
Did he try to poke check, or how did the 5-hole? It looked like you were in tight, and that he was a big goalie, covered a lot of the net. But did he try to poke check, or
no? I didn't. I just went to my backhand. I guess his 5-hole was open, so.
3 goals in 5 games. You know, it's a nice little roll you got going right now.
Yeah, definitely. I think I've been playing a lot better, not just offensively, but my all-around game. So, yeah, the offense is nice. So we're just gotta keep going.
Conor, third periods have been problematic. You know, just 2 wins in 6 games, in which you took a lead into the third period. But tonight was different. You guys look like you know, again, really established yourself in the third period, put the game away.
Yeah, I think we can contribute that to practice this week. We every day we brought it. It's the best week of practice we had, and I think that mentality going into the third change, and hopefully we can keep that going because, like you said, third period hasn't been our strongest. But tonight we didn't sit back and kind of kept giving it to them. So hopefully that'll go to tomorrow night.
So in practice, you just mentally just working on just really bearing down.
Yeah, exactly. Just focus, bearing down, making sure we get not get through practice, but attack it. We like to say, and make sure when we're out practicing that we don't take any drills off.
Any additional questions?
Yeah, well, that's both of you guys. Are you looking at 2015 as a new opportunity to kind of turn things around? Or something that's that start in your mind?
I think the break was really good for us. It was noticeable that when we went home, like what looked like a lot of guys put in work, got on the ice, did our workouts. We came back and our first practice was strong. So I think that was the start where everyone was like, you know what, new start. Like I said, it's just a good start to the year. So hopefully keep that going.
Sean Romeo, third period, made 3 or 4 big saves in that one flurry. How important? How did you feel he played tonight?
Yeah, he played awesome tonight. Like you said, 3 or 4 big saves and kept the rebounds out wide and didn't give up too many rebounds. So yeah, he played a hell of a game.
Anything else?
Oh, thank you.
Right. What was your view on that BC goal? Obviously, 5-on-5. You played a lot of 5-on-5 now, so something has to generate something somewhere.
Well, you know, we had a bunch of chances that we didn't put in. You know, that one there. When I look at a play like that, I look at a kid taking the puck to the net strong. Okay, like sometimes what players will do is, you know, they'll flip a little shot from the side of the net and go for a skate behind the net. But he took it across in front of the net, and as he explained to you, you know, he was stumbling, but he was in a position to power the puck into the net. And I don't know what their goalie did or didn't do, but I just know that Nolan Vesey made the right play by taking the puck to the net hard. And when you take it across the front of the net like that, there's a risk that somebody on the other team will attempt to decapitate you. And so when you see a player do that, it's usually positive.
The insurance goal, you know, it's just nice to have Stu Higgins back, healthy, playing again. Hayes, you know, again, does what he does. He goes to the net hard. It's one of those hard-working goals, and you rewarded them by, you had them out that shift, you know, after they pulled the goal, you had that 4th line out, so.
Well, I didn't have a choice there because
And what they
we
were
were called for a hand pass in the defensive zone, and if you have a hand pass in the defensive zone, it cannot change. So even though Canisius called timeout, I wasn't allowed to change. So I wasn't, you know, I'd like to take credit for that, Larry, but my integrity does not allow me to take credit for that move.
41 shots on goal over 1 power play. How are you able to generate so much offense? Is it 5-on-5?
Well, after the first period, our kids moved the puck much better. We went to the net much better. We got in on the first period, you know, some guys were gliding on a forecheck. So we're giving them time to make plays and come out of their end more easily, more cleanly than we should have. And then in the second period and beyond, we got up in their kitchen every time we threw the puck deep, and so it was much harder for the other team to come out of the zone. And so we steal pucks in their end or somewhere just outside their blue line, and then we're right back up in their face again. That's how it works.
Anything else?
Nope.